Good day, I am Patricia Infante from 4th year Maxwell, and I am here to discuss some rules in finding the derivatives of the function besides of using the definition of the derivatives. I'm going to give the 4 out of the 9 rules for finding the derivatives. You will find this very easy. First is the constant rule. The derivative of a constant is equal to 0. Next is the power rule. The derivative of a variable raised to an exponent is equal to the exponent times the variable raised to n minus 1. Third is the sums and differences rule, wherein the derivative of u plus or minus v is equal to the derivative of u plus or minus the derivative of v. Last is the product rule. The derivative of g times h is equal to g times the derivative of h plus h times the derivative of g. I will explain them and give examples one by one. So in the constant rule, if the function is equivalent to a constant, then the derivative of the function is equal to 0. For example, the function is 4 plus pi. Since 4 is a constant and pi has a value of 3.14, which is also constant, the derivative of the function is equal to 0. So in applying the power rule, the function has a given of a variable raised to an exponent. And then in finding its derivative, the exponent will be the whole number, and then the exponent also will be subtracted to 1. For example, y is equal to x raised to 4. In finding its derivative, the 4 will be a whole number, 4x, and then it will be subtracted to 1. So the first derivative is equal to 4x cubed. So in applying the sums and differences rule, y should be given as u plus or minus v. U and v symbolizes the variables given. So in finding the derivative of the function, first find the derivative of u plus or minus the derivative of v. Example, y is equal to 3x cubed plus 4x. In finding its derivative, we will apply the power rule. So we will multiply it to 3. So 3 times 3x. Then 3 minus 1. So 2. Plus 4. Since this is already raised to 1. So 1 times 4, 4. And 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. X raised to 0 is equal to 1. So in simplifying it, 9x squared plus 4. If you are given two functions to be multiplied and asked to find the derivative of it, you can use the product rule. So y is equal to g times h. In finding its derivative, g, the first variable, times the derivative of h, the second, plus h, the second variable, times the derivative of g. For example, y is equal to 2x plus 1 times x minus 1. So in finding its derivative, 2x plus 1 so the derivative, since 1, its derivative is already 0, x has a derivative of 1. is 1. We will make it a whole number. 1 plus this one, this second variable, x minus 1, times the derivative of 2x plus 1. So 1, 2, and this is already 0. Two x plus 1 plus 2x minus 2. So here we can add the similar terms. 2x plus 2x, 4x. 1 minus 2 is equal to negative 1. So this is the final answer.
Ra ra Rama Rama ma ga ga